Hello everyone, today we're talking about something that I really just want to hear your input on. I kind of want to have this conversation with you guys. It's not something that I'm going to necessarily give my direct opinion on because I'm a little conflicted about it. I see why this company is doing what they're doing, but I also don't really know if it's going to be having the effect that they want. But it's a conversation nonetheless. Let's talk about it. Today we are talking about Phoenix Ammunition, a company who manufactures ammunition for sale and who has a check mark that you have to click on their website confirming that you didn't vote for Biden. Interesting topic. Let's get into it today. Before we do, I want to say thank you to the sponsor of this channel, shallnotcomply.com. We got our new merch. We got these in Tahiti blue and black. Just the Reno May Stay Dangerous with the 3 mags on it. I think they're cool. Feel free to support the channel. If you use the link in the description, anything you buy from the website after using that link, even if it's not my merch, it can be someone else's or something just on their website. If you buy something on that website, it supports the channel. Thank you. Today, we're talking about Phoenix Ammunition. Now, they're an ammunition manufacturer, and here's their post. We've had a few potential customers call this morning to ask why they have to check a box stating they did not vote for Joe Biden or in order to purchase our ammunition. Now, they've had situations in the past that have kind of been similarly controversial. Whether or not you think it's controversial or not, I guess, that's up to you. But they had a situation where cops enforced some of the lockdown protocols on their company, at which point they said that they would no longer sell to law enforcement, which, I agree with that. That's a good, whether they agree with what's going on, whether they think they're being safe or not. The police were enforcing the lockdowns on them, and that affects their business and their livelihoods. So they chose to stay open and to not sell ammunition to law enforcement. It says, first question, are we serious? Yes, we are serious. Joe Biden ran on a campaign built on the most radical gun control platform a major candidate has ever had, including banning the online sales of ammunition, essentially a plan to bankrupt our company. And I see this is really where I do agree with them having that disdain for Biden and the people that might have voted for him. I see that as just a very direct, if you voted for Biden, part of what you voted for was him saying that he plans to end the sale of ammunition, which would bankrupt this business. Businesses that are built entirely online, like a lot of your favorite companies that sell firearms and ammunition accessories, would go out of business if Biden had his way, which is what you did vote for if you voted for him. But at the same time, I'm not so sure I think that this is going to have the effect that they want. I don't think that this is going to do anything. So it's kind of, in my opinion, they're taking their stand, but it's kind of like taking your stand and pissing into the wind. I don't think that this is necessarily going to have a effect on the community that they're looking for. And we'll kind of talk about that a little bit later. Second question, couldn't I have voted for him for other reasons? Sure, that's possible. But if you did, you should immediately sell any firearms you own out of solidarity. I don't necessarily agree with that either. I really wish that the left would give up the whole gun control argument, because then maybe we could start talking about actual issues in the world. But it seems like they're pretty fixated on, hell yes, we're going to take your AR-15 and your AK-47. Third question, are you really willing to walk away from a paying customer simply because they voted for Biden? Yes, we are. We're dead serious. Honestly, in times like these, it is a seller's market. They could sell this ammunition for whatever they want. They are selling out as fast as they can make it. We don't want your money, and you shouldn't want us to have it because we're going to use it to make more ammo, sell it to citizenry, and do everything in our power to prevent Joe Biden's administration from usurping the rights of Americans. We have no problem talking to Biden voters and educating them on what they did, but we have to be willing to acknowledge their ignorance at the very least. We're not going to sit here and debate with you. We're a pro-2A company, and these are our first principles. So this is a kind of interesting situation, because whether or not you agree with what they're doing, it does make sense in the sense that Biden said he was going to ban the sale of online ammunition sales, which would destroy this company. So you can be a liberal gun owner or a Biden voting gun owner, and you literally are. You can own a gun and have voted for Biden. But the problem is Biden said he's going to do all these things, and it's not like in the past where they didn't really have the control. It's going to be difficult for them to get through bans like HR 127, but things like ending the gun show loophole, aka ending private sales, or ending online sales, or banning the importation of foreign firearms that might not have a sporting purpose or whatever the hell it is, those are going to be the things that we're going to see. And I get it. I totally get why they wouldn't want to sell to people that voted for the guy who wants to run them out of business, because obviously they don't want to run out of business. But do I think that this is going to have a positive effect on this situation? I don't really think so. I think that generally the people that voted for Biden that are gun owners are... I think a lot of people that voted for Biden that are gun owners are generally pretty quiet about their gun ownership. You have subreddits like r/liberal gun owners, and you see a lot of the times in the comments there, people talking about how they don't tell any of their friends that they own guns, or they don't know anyone that owns guns, so they keep it a secret. If you are a liberal gun owner and you voted for Biden, the very goddamn least that you could do is educate your fellow left-leaning Americans. Because if you are voting for Biden and not trying to fight the anti-gun culture that exists within your party, you are worse. You are worse than the gun grabbers, because you are standing by and just letting it happen, knowing that it's happened, even though you disagree with it. There are so many people that do own guns that are left-leaning that if they actually stood up and shared that information with their friends and families and talked about the importance of self-reliance and self-protection, I think we could have a big difference. But I don't think that's necessarily going to happen. I'm interested to see what you guys think about this situation. I kind of am in the middle. I agree with their sentiment. I don't think that it's going to actually do anything. I understand why they would want to do it, but I don't think that it's actually going to have a positive impact. So I'm curious to see what you guys think about this. If you are a liberal gun owner, I encourage you to please go out and educate your fellow Americans, educate your fellow lefties. And while generally Republicans aren't perfect on guns, yeah, the Republicans have banned guns in the past, it is objectively factual to say that the Democrats are the worst party about guns. Not even close. If you live in the state of California, every single gun control bill that we have had to deal with over the last 12 years, whether it's Gunpocalypse from 2016 or the handgun roster and that kind of thing, has been because of the Democratic Party in the state of California. So miss me with the whole, oh, but Trump said, I don't care. In the state of California specifically, which most of you watching this video are in, all of the shit that we have to deal with as California gun owners is because of the Democratic Party. You guys know the drill. Have fun, be safe, stay dangerous. Peace. Real quick before I go, I want to say thank you to everyone that supports the channel. Thank you to all the people that like, comment, subscribe. Thank you for everyone that is taking the time to double check that you are subscribed. A lot of people have been getting unsubscribed lately. It's a whole thing with YouTube. Don't really know what's going on. A lot of longtime subscribers who have not been able to see my channel in the last few months to say, hey, I thought you died or something. Turns out they were just unsubscribed from my channel. So do me a favor, double check. I appreciate everyone that supports by buying merch or joining on the Subscribe Start. I stream on Twitch every once in a while. I've been doing a lot more lately. If you want to catch me, it's twitch.tv/Reno May. I will have links down in the description. I'm going to be doing all of my streams in the future on Twitch because YouTube will not allow me to handle a gun during a live stream. I can upload videos with guns every single day on YouTube, but if I were to touch a gun during a live stream, I could get in trouble. Don't want to do that. I want to exist on this platform as long as possible to reach people that don't already agree with the gun owners. Thank you, everyone.